Hey guys, and welcome to game number 61 out of my 100-game Revenge of the Mack series against the AI-powered Scrabble bot BestBot. The score in the overall series remains tight. I'm up 2 games, 31 and 29, so big week, hoping to extend that lead a little bit. We'll see. I'm going to be first today, opening rack FGILORR. Not the best of racks here, not the worst, but I don't think I actually have a 5-letter word that starts with the F. That would allow me to place it on a double underscore, which would be ideal. So probably going to just have to play like Frig or Frog, I guess, which is really not all that great. Keep an LIR or LOR. I think I'm actually going to play Frig. Normally the I's a little better than the O, but I's and L's and I's and R's can be kind of clunky, so I think I'm actually going to go a little unconventional and keep the O. I feel like this leave might actually be slightly better. So we're going to go ahead and play that, which I'm not too thrilled about, but it's the best thing I can find. And I draw the Q, which I'm also not too thrilled about. I do have Cinq, C-I-N-Q on my rack, so maybe I'll have a spot for that. Right now I could play it through the I, but that's pretty weak. I could also just play like Chi and If, but we'll see what the bot does. Hopefully the bot doesn't bingo or score a ton of points, and hopefully the bot gives me a better place to use my Q, because I am not loving any of my options right now. And if the bot does bingo, I'm not going to be in a good position to respond to whatever it opens. So, yeah, hoping the bot just keeps the board kind of tight here, and we will wait and see. The bot is thinking for a little bit. Well, the bot does certainly bingo. It thinks for almost 2 minutes and then plays iterates with a blank T. So, yeah, it had Easter and a blank. So I'll do my estimate here. I mean, it's got to be well into the triple digits, the number of playable bingos it had. Like, I'm going to say, I don't even know. I mean, like, I'm going to say 267. Someone can check me on that, but like, it's got to be a lot between sevens and eights, like in multiple spots. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I'm going with 267. Someone can let me know if I'm right, if they feel like. But more importantly, I got to figure out what the heck I'm going to do here, because this is not a fun position. I mean, this didn't really give me any better things to do with my Q. I absolutely must get rid of the Q here. Now that I'm down like this, I gotta try to build towards a bingo ASAP. QI feels pretty bad. CLNOR is... I mean, I guess it's not the worst. Like, I do have open E's and an A. I set up Riff, which could be useful in the long run, too. I feel like Sanks is probably better. I mean, it's just a more balanced leave. I really don't want to keep 4 constants in one vowel here. I do kind of wish I could leave that S open, though, because it is a nice line for me. It also kills that E, which I really don't want to do. Maybe I should just play QI for long-term board openness. Like, yes, this is a little better immediately because of the leave, but, like, the damage it does to the board is just severe. Putting a C there, too, that can't even be overlapped. Like, this is the perfect play for the bot to make at this score, not for me. And I mean, I think, again, with those floating constants, like, this leave is not actually that bad, because the bot is probably often going to block the E and the S, and then I have an A and an E to work with. If I can draw one more vowel, I do bingo a decent amount. I get like cilantro, ironclad, calitron, like a decent number of things here. I actually think I like QI, which again is definitely going to be worse on equity, but I'm down. I have floating vowels. I have an S, and I really want to leave all that open. And I do think, again, in the long run, even though I'm probably not going to hit a word starting with R right now, creating another line on the left-hand side of the board is not a bad thing. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play QI. Again, I know it's kind of unconventional, but I do believe it's a better play here. And I draw an F and an O, which is not great. I almost have Florence, but I don't think I'm going to have a playable bingo here. Bot plays Wifty for 30. Okay, that makes sense. Blocking that line I just created. And I might want to just play like Falcon over here through the A to clean up this rack and open some space on the bottom. It's obviously not a great position to be in, but it's still early, so we don't want to panic too much. But yeah, I think Falcon looks okay. I don't love blocking the A, but at least I open some more stuff on the bottom, and I keep the E and the S open as well, which is good. I don't think there's anything on top of this Y that's going to make sense. I'm not going to just play like of. That's not a good play. Don't see anything to this G. Yeah, I think Falcon looks all right here. I still would much rather play here than play through the E or the S, because those are my best lines right now. And yeah, I just don't see anything that scores comparably, so and keeps a decent lead. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this, and we'll see what happens. All right, that seems like a decent draw. I don't know if I have a bingo here. I don't. Oh boy. Okay, the bot has bingoed again. Bionomic. I could have used an open C actually for Costumary. That would have been cool, or an open I for Remosity. I got neither of them. And yeah, this is now looking a bit bleak. Unfortunately, I don't have a 7 here, I don't think. Oh, actually, Stramony got blocked. I just realized. I didn't process the N yet. Yeah, dang. Stramony. That no longer fits. So I did have a playable bingo that the bot blocked by bingoing itself, which is super annoying. Alright, welp, I guess now I play Barmy or something like that. I mean, do I ever play Simas here? It's 48. Opens another S, which is kind of nice. Maybe I need to do that. Barmy is 39. Yeah, I mean, it's 9 fewer points, which is right around the value of an S. I mean, I could also, if I want to keep a better relief, I could also just play, like, Atomy. That's 39, but... yeah, like, the lead is pretty nice, but Sima's... I just don't like what this does to the board. Blocks the line under the B. Yeah, I think Sima's might be in order here, guys. Like, I am down a lot. I want to score to try to stay within bingo range. The one thing I don't love about Sima's is now if the bot plays from the B, it's, like, pretty easy for it to block the S. Although at least if it plays down from the B, it's going to give me other floaters, which is good. So I think I still prefer that. Like, Barmy... I mean, the S is just not even that useful after Barmy. Like, I already have a floating S with iterates. The Falcon's Hook is getting blocked. Although, wait a minute, isn't Simar good, actually, now that I realize it? Yeah, I can play Simar. Okay, that's probably better. Yeah, I mean, the R is not as good a floater as the S, but now that Falcons is staying open, yeah, this has got to be right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and play that. And I draw another S. This is not actually all that great. 2 O's and 2 S's. Out, go, or something. Yeah, I guess I'll have to... I guess Bogus is actually decent if the B stays open. Yeah, and that would float that S. Like, floating S's are just so good because they're easy to hit. Well, the bot is going to play there, as I figured. Oh, but I have Outgross now. Okay, well, that's not where it goes. That actually worked out okay. It's only 60, but I'll take 60 with this rack. And I'm, like, somewhat back in the game. Not in good shape by any means. I'm still down 50. Oh, I wish I had an E right now. I could play Hasek, H-A-C-E-K. Like, if that were an E, that would be 67 points. Wow. Dang. Well, it got blocked anyway. All right, let's see. So we're down 71. That's still, like, a solid bingo. I have a pretty good rack here, I'll be honest. It's a good, flexible scoring rack, but I don't think that helps me too much on this situation on this board. So I'm leaning towards Harked right now. It scores pretty well, keeps AL, which is a solid lead, creates an S-hook with Sharked. I know I don't have an S, but being still down 70, I think that's the kind of thing I want to create. Just something else the bot has to deal with, something else I could hit. Like, if I don't continue to play proactively, the bot can start blocking the right, and I'm going to run out of space. Like, I know I'm not down 100 anymore, but still being down 70, you have to continue to be proactive. Because a good opponent like BestBot will shut it down if you're not. Yeah, I think Harked looks decent. I mean, 31 is a good score here. It keeps me within range so that if I do bingo, I'm back in the game. Yeah, I think this looks all right. Just not really seeing anything that strikes me as better. So I'm going to go ahead and play that and hope for a good draw. And I do get a good draw. I have heel taps to the S, which will score 92. So hoping my distraction is enough that the bot does not block the right. If it does, I'll be kind of sad, because I don't think I have another bingo. Yeah, heel tap doesn't fit on the left, since I don't have the S for Sharked. No T for Telepath. No N for Elephant. R for Pleather. There are actually a decent number of 8s with this, but none of them quite fit. Well, the nice thing about this play, too, is if the bot does, like, sacrifice points and block on the right, then I can at least score pretty big here and keep clawing away at my deficit. I mean, I'm not sure I'm going to want to... Ah, dang it, it did block. Okay. That sucks. That definitely sucks. All right, well, it doesn't give me an N or an R either. Or a T. Dang. All right, well, now we got to figure out what we're going to do. Because, yeah, I mean, I don't love the idea of playing pet. It does score a bit, but I just don't see myself coming back after this. Like, I'm going to still be down 30. It's the bot's turn. I have a good bingo leave, but there's nowhere to bingo at this point. So I don't think that's going to be right. I feel like if I play there, I've got to do something that leaves the board a little bit more open. Question is what that would be. Could also play on the right. I kind of want to play on the right to prevent big plays there for the bot. I mean, again, though, the problem is bingo lines. Like, if I just play this or something, like, where am I going to bingo? I feel like I have to open something. You know what might not be a crazy idea is heel tap here. I don't love keeping an A in that pool. It's a pretty vowel-heavy pool, you guys will notice if you look on the right, 18 vowels, 17 consonants. But it does give me some turnover for the S and the blank, which are key here with Shark, and it gives me another line up here, and it blocks the scoring spot on the right, which I don't want being down. You want bingo lines and not scoring spots when you're down. So, I mean, positionally, it actually does a lot of things really well. I just don't love drawing 6 into that pool, keeping an A, but it might just be a chance I have to take. Like, I just can't afford to play conservatively being down 60 here on a board that doesn't have as many bingo lines as it might seem to. And I just really don't want to leave Shark, or don't want to block Shark. I think the thing I have to realize here, guys, is like, if I don't get the S or the blank, I'm almost certainly, if not certainly, losing this game anyway. So, like, I have to kind of assume I'm going to get one of them. Because, like, if the bot gets them and bingo's there or just blocks, like, I'm just going to lose. So, I have to kind of operate under the assumption I'm going to get at least one of those, if not ideally both of them. I very well might need both to win. But yeah, I think heel tap through the A is just too strong positionally, given it scores, blocks a scoring spot, and opens another line. I think I've got to just take the risk of drawing into that pool, even though, like I said, I'm not too thrilled about keeping just a lone vowel into a vowel-heavy pool like this. I think I just have to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and do it and cross my fingers for a good draw, which I don't get. Yeah, that was exactly why I didn't want to do that. But again, I think it was a risk I had to take. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. I mean, there were more vowels than consonants, and I was keeping an A. Like, I totally asked for that, but again, I just felt like positionally I had to. And I mean, still, if I had just drawn like an R instead or something, I would have had Dario, so wasn't that far off. So we'll see what the bot does. I'm only down 30, so I've done a nice job here clawing back. Like, I'm still going to need to bingo, but if I can bingo and I can keep scoring somewhat decently in the meantime, like, I will have a chance for sure. I could go crazy here and play Idola. Depending on what the bot does, I may have to do that, although that just seems stupid. Like, the bot's going to probably score big there and run away with it. Like, probably something like Liana here is smarter. Scoring decently and not giving back. Again, I don't want to give back such easy scoring spots. Like, I like opening bingo lines. I don't want to allow it to score 50 while blocking. That's how I'm going to lose. Or guarantee myself a loss, I should say. I mean, I'm probably going to lose regardless, but if I let it score 50 while blocking my lines, I'm basically just guaranteeing a loss. Like, that's a really common mistake. I see players, they'll be down like this and they'll panic and make a play that just gives back a gigantic scoring spot. And then their opponent scores 50 points while blocking, and now guess what? You've turned a 50-point deficit into a 90-point deficit, and by the time you even bingo, you're just losing. Like, that's a shockingly common mistake I see among intermediate to even some expert players. Like, when you're down like this, you need to just not panic, guys. I can't emphasize that enough. I see it so often with my students and other pretty good players. Like, they get down 50, even a little more or less than that sometimes, and they just start panicking and blowing the board open in ways that is simply not smart. But okay, so an interesting play by the bot here, guys, of Lewd. It does block Shark, however, elude is a word, as I'm sure you guys all know, so it does open something else, which is interesting. It makes me think the bot probably does have another E, so it's probably going to play there. I mean, at least if it plays there, though, it'll probably give me the A column. I don't think it makes sense for me to play there. I mean, it's funny. If I did play there, I could actually set up my D for delude. But I just don't really have a word that goes down here that I can play. So that, I think, is out of the question. I think I gotta just... I mean, it doesn't make sense for me to block this. Like, that's just stupid. I'm down. I mean, something like this... Yeah, I don't like... I mean, I hope it's... If it's, like, setting up some big Z play, like, more power to it. Like, that's just... I mean, that's just kind of sick. Like, I can't really do anything about it. I'm not in position to. So I think what we want to do is play Liana. And continue to keep the E for elude. Keep ED for playing above heel tap. And score a little bit without giving back a big scoring spot. I mean, there's also Idola here. But yeah, no, keeping 2 A's I don't want to do. I don't think a do here is going to be better. Yeah, I think Liana is probably right. There's nothing with the... Well, I don't even know if I want to play the D here if I can. The D is nice for ending in ED and for potential delude backhooks too. Yeah, I think keeping ED is big here, because then if the bot does play with elude, I can often play something ending in ED with delude too. So I feel like Liana is pretty good. Yeah, pool is still kind of Val heavy, so... I'm a little nervous about this leaf, but again, I think it's the best I can do here. So I'm going to go ahead and go for it. Not thrilled about the J here. I really need to be bingoing. I don't have a big play. I can't play like Jowd or Jawed there. So I'm going to... I don't know what I'm going to necessarily do. I might just have to play Jow and WO or something. I don't want to play... Well, I guess I could play JO here, but ADEOW is really not all that good. At least it scores. Yeah, the pool is now starting to get more balanced, which is also kind of scary. Like, the bot could just, like, bingo and slam the door any moment. But that's just not something you can be afraid of, guys, when you're down. Like, if you play scared, then the board just gets locked and you just lose. Like, you can't be afraid of the bot bingoing. And it does score big with the Z, which is not good. So yeah, now we're down almost 80, despite our best efforts to keep scoring. I think I gotta play Chow here. I mean, I just think the W is going to cripple my bingo chances. Yeah, I think I have to play Jow and get rid of this W. As much as this does keep an even more Val-heavy leave, I just don't see myself bingoing with the W here. Yeah, I mean, if I just need one decent draw... And then if I can hit something above heel tap, you know, I'm in this game. Just unfortunately haven't gotten a draw that's quite good enough yet. But yeah, I think this has got to be right. Like, it scores a bit. It doesn't block a ton. It blocks elude a little bit. But, I mean, yeah, I think we got to do this. Okay. Okay. Hexapod with a blank H. Oh, come on, man. I was just about to bingo with Hexapod there. Really? And now that's the second time this game the bot has blocked one of my bingos by bingoing. I feel like it did that last week, too. Like, oh, so annoying. Dang it. I mean, I don't know if I would have necessarily won if I got Hexapod down, but it would have been close. And it has to put a V there, too, and just block everything. Man. Well, I'm probably just down too much now to even have a chance. I mean, the pool is very valid. I wonder if there's a way I can give myself, like, a freak chance to win this game. Like, I mean, I don't even know. Like, what if I did this... and, like, hoped it didn't have the B or the T for bet or Ted. Like, if BET is in the bag, and I draw into Hexapod, like, or something. I mean, I will try this. Like, I don't really care about spread, if that's my best play. Let me think for a minute here. The problem is, like, just any old bingo is not going to be enough. I'm down 120. I need my bingo to score massively, because there's also nothing big in the pool I can catch it with. So, yeah, we got to be creative here. I mean, is there any way I can just score a lot here? I mean, like, Oxer, that's just not going to cut it. I mean, that's 27. Yeah, if I bingo out with elude, like, that's just not going to be enough after the bot plays, ever. So, yeah, I mean, the other thing is, like, I could play, I mean, this, But now there's 3 E's left for X. That's not going to work, and it keeps too many vowels. XED here is not going to work. I mean, there's like OPA here, potentially, to set up. Hope the O is in the bag. Well, then I get rid of my O. I can't do that, even though I don't really want the O. I mean, like, it's just too easy for it to block, though, right? Like, I mean, there's probably some draws. Like it could have, theoretically, could have like 7 vowels, and then that would probably be a problem as well. So there's probably something I can do here, guys. Like, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it. Or maybe even just like this. The only front hook is the T for tour, but then I can just play with like poi and block. I don't think that's gonna work, or poo. Yeah, I mean, I'm just down so much. It's actually a very interesting position. Like, I bet you there is some way I can give myself a chance. It might be like a 1 in 120, but it's probably something. I mean, there's also stuff like this, but no, that's never going to work. Like, I mean, I can just play like anything to the D. Yeah, that literally never works. Okay. I mean, if it has even if it has 7 vowels, like, I can probably still, like, I guess, what if it has 7 vowels? Then maybe could it have an issue? Yeah, that could actually be interesting. If I do this and it has 7 vowels, then it's possible it might not really be able to adequately block. Like, you could play like AI for 2, I guess, or I guess you play AE for 2, and that probably just outruns me. That's annoying. Yeah, I play AE for 2. Okay. I have 3 minutes to come up with something else. Yeah, I mean, this, if BT, I'd have to draw the E and hope BT is in the bag. And then it's going to have some problems, I think. But, like, that's better than nothing. Like, I think this is going to be too easy to block, most likely. Yeah, I mean, even if it doesn't have the O, like, you can just play something here and probably block me. Huh, is there any merit to... No, there's no... I don't want to do this, because then I can also play with Oda. Yeah, probably playing there is going to be my only real chance. I mean, the other thing I could look at is actually, like, emptying here somehow. Like, I'm getting low on time, too. Like, setting up aped and hoping I have to draw the O. And the problem is, what am I drawing into? Then I'm probably not even bingoing. Okay, so that's not going to work. That's an interesting... Or how about... No, see, the problem is this takes a stupid E. Gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean... Hoping OS are in the bag. I mean, that could... I think you can still probably play, like, beep or something then. And block for the most part. I think I'm going to do this and then hope to redraw an E for, like, Hexapod or something and hope that BT is in the bag. It's the best thing I got. This is, like, another, like, 1 in however many hundreds from, like, last time. All right, I'll make the play and then do the math. Well, I drew an E, so I need BT in the bag now. All right, well, there were 10 tiles. It had to be. GG. I tried. I don't know if that was my best play, but, like, yeah, I'll do the math on it after the game. I don't want to flag here. Yeah, I don't know, guys. It was fun to think about, but I'm just going to play axed here, I think. It might not be best, but I'm getting low on time, and yeah. Unless I'm better off playing, like... No, I'm probably better off playing dope over here and then saving AX blank, right? Then playing, like, through this, perhaps. Although that can get blocked. Actually, Axed doesn't really get... I think I'm better off playing Axed. I'll do that. It doesn't really matter, like I said, and I just don't want to flag at this point. baits. Okay. Do I just play here now for 19 or something? This might not be best, but I'm running out of time. All right. So, yeah, let's start with this position. I mean, so these plays obviously just lose because they empty the bag and I'm only gonna have 6. I can play at most 3 tiles here. This never works because there's 3 E's. I'd have to draw all 3 E's for it to not have the hook, and then I'm just not bingoing. I saw this. This doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the top equity plays are just never. I mean, yeah, you have to open something. Like you're just scoring is not gonna ever be enough. I mean, I guess I could draw like B, and like is drawing into B taxed ever enough? But then I think it can also just get blocked, right? Like, I mean, I'm down 95. B taxed is about 95. I think it can just outrun me. Like, I have to have the if the S is in the like if it has 7 vowels, maybe this could win. I don't know. If I draw BT and the S is in the bag, does this ever win? I still don't even think it like outruns fine here. Like, yeah, I don't think that even wins. I think I'd lose by like 5 or 6 or something. So I think I have to try to do something proactive. And yeah, I think if this, again, if I draw an E and BT are in the bag so it can't hook Ed, I don't know what it would do. Like, it can't just drop an O here. So it would have it would have EEIIOSU. Like, it can't just play an O here, and I still would have played Hexapod. I mean, 1 doesn't work. Like, and there'd be too many threats from its perspective. Like, I think this is the draw that would at least give the bot a very, very hard time. So what would have been the odds on this? Let's see what it is, because last time I think it was 1 in 660. I think it's gonna be a little better. So if the odds of BET being unseen, let's start with that. That's going to be 3 in 120, because 10 choose 3 is 120. There's 3, so it's 3 in 120. But then I need to also, over those 3 tiles, draw the E. So that's another 1 in 3. So it's 1 in 120. Okay, yeah. So it's 1 in 120 if I did the math right. Yeah. All right. So this has a 1 in 120 chance of probably winning, and if not, I mean, definitely causing the bot like major problems that I would have to worry about. Yeah, I guess I can't be sure it actually wins, but like it was the best thing I could think of. Like, I mean, there's just I don't see a way to play here. Like, it was tempting to try to play with the P, because then it could be potentially annoying to block. But I just didn't see anything that was good enough. And I just felt like any other setup here was just going to be too blockable with like a overlap on the left or like a play to the D. I don't know. Very interesting position. Obviously, whatever I do is going to be like extremely bleak. But yeah, if you guys see anything you think is a better shot than Ed, let me know in the comments. Because yeah, this is an interesting one. But let's go through the rest of the game. This whole game was kind of a struggle, but it was an interesting game. So yeah, Frigg and Frog are very close. It likes Frog marginally better, but I don't know. I kind of like LOR better than LIR. Just like L's and R's both go so badly with like duplicated eyes that I decided I'd rather go with this. Okay, and the bot decides to bingo here. It probably hesitated because like it does score the most, but it's just so open. It gives me so many floaters. Yeah, for the reason I explained, I didn't want to do this. I think this makes sense. I was kind of happy I did this. It kept the board pretty open. Falcon looks good. Unfortunately, Bionomic came down, and yeah, it took me a second to generate Simar. For some reason, I only saw Simars at first. Simar clearly better. Bot plays Bever, and yeah, Outgross only bingo. Nice, looks like a nice play. Keeping AGIN. Harked, I think I'm playing very solidly. And the bot here, yeah, this was a painful play because this blocked my bingo, but it makes sense. I mean, the bot's up, wants to block. The V is actually not a horrible tile to keep when you're ahead for blocking, and you're turning over 6 tiles, which is good. Yeah, and this is where the equity engine is just not going to understand the dynamics of the game. Like, Pet, I think is a terrible play. Like, I'm blocking Shark. I'm just crippling the left-hand side of the board. The bot makes any old overlap on the right. I'm down 50 to 60 points. What's my plan? The answer is there is none. Like, I have to be more proactive here, which is why even though my play comes down pretty low on static, I think it's a good move. I mean, it gives me more turnover for the S in the blank. It opens another line. It scores, and it blocks the bot's spot. So play, wow, keeping DVZ? Why not play Lud? I was sure it had another E. What? Why? Like, just play Lud, right? I mean, it's a vowel heavy pool, but like you already have too many consonants, and it's not keeping an E is going to hurt. Why are you opening that? Like, why are you opening that and getting rid of your only vowel for? I know it's vowel heavy, but still with DVZ, you need all the vowels you can get. Why? I mean, are you thinking you're gonna redraw an E and then hit like some big Z play? Like that's pretty far fetched. Like I don't understand this, guys. Like just play Lud. Yeah, this is baffling to me. Or I mean, frankly, or like just play Zed. Like I mean, if you want to score, I get keeping the Z for the easy Z bomb down here. So like just play Lud. Yeah, I don't understand this, but okay. Yeah, Liana looks like a good play here, keeping everything open. The bot drops the Z bomb. Yeah, I can't play this. I have to get rid of the W and try to bingo. I think. And then yeah, this just killed me here, blocking Hexapod. I actually think I played really well. I mean, there's no plays I made that I regret. I think Ed's was, I mean, obviously extremely unlikely to work, but I think at least I had a winning plan, possibly. Yeah, so that was going to be a tough game to win. Just two brutal breaks with Bionomic and Verdant. Both, I finally got my bingo, and the bot just blocked while bingoing. So, tough game, but it was an interesting game. It was a fun game. It was, I think, an instructive game. So, hope you guys enjoyed that and learned something. Thanks as always for watching, guys. Appreciate your support. And yeah, BestBot has now clawed back to within one, so could really use a win on Wednesday. So, hope to see you guys there for game number 62. Bye bye.